Two of your goats look perfectly healthy right now. No limping, no lumps, no coughing. And that is exactly the problem. Because two of the most common diseases in backyard goat herds show almost no symptoms for months, sometimes years, while they quietly spread through your entire herd. By the time you actually see something wrong, it might already be too late to stop it from infecting every other goat you own. Today we are talking about CAE and CL, what they actually do to your goats, why so many backyard owners get the testing completely wrong, and what you need to check before you ever bring a new goat home. Stick around until the end because I am going to walk you through exactly how to read these test results, because getting this part wrong is where most people mess up. Before we go further, if you are serious about keeping a healthy backyard herd, hit like and subscribe. This channel is built for people who want real, useful information about their farm, not fluff. Now, here is a question for you. If a goat has been carrying a disease for 2 years with zero visible symptoms, would you even think to test for it? Most backyard owners would not. And that gap in knowledge is exactly why CAE and CL keep spreading through small herds across the country. Let's start with CAE, which stands for caprine arthritis encephalitis. This is a virus, specifically a retrovirus, and it is related to the same family of virus that causes similar disease in sheep. Once a goat is infected, it stays infected. For life, there is no cure. The virus mainly spreads from an infected mother goat to her kids through colostrum and milk. So if you have a doe with CAE and she nurses her kids, there is a real chance those kids are now infected too. It can also spread through blood contact, which means shared needles, dirty equipment during disbudding, or even close contact in a crowded pen can pass it along. Here's the part that surprises most people. Only about 20% of infected goats ever show clear symptoms. The other 80% can carry and spread the virus their entire life without you ever knowing something is wrong. When symptoms do show up in adults, the most common sign is arthritis, usually in the knees. You will notice swollen, stiff joints and a goat that is reluctant to move around like it used to. In kids, CAE can show up differently. It can cause a neurological problem, where the kid slowly loses control of its legs and struggles to stand. Some goats also develop chronic mastitis or a slow, progressive weight loss called hard udder or wasting. Now let's talk about CL, caseous lymphadenitis. This one is different from CAE because it is caused by bacteria, not a virus. The bacteria is called Corynebacterium pseudotuberculosis. In goats, this usually spreads through oral contact, meaning a goat licks or noses an area where infected pus has drained. The bacteria enters through a small cut or scrape. The classic sign of CL is an abscess, usually near the jaw, neck, or behind the front legs. These abscesses grow slowly, sometimes over months, and eventually rupture and drain thick pus-filled material. That material is loaded with bacteria, which is exactly why one infected goat can contaminate your entire barn. Fence line and feeders if that abscess pops in a shared space. Like CAE, there is no cure for CL. Once infected, a goat carries the bacteria for life, even after an abscess drains and heals. And here's something a lot of backyard owners do not realize. CL can occasionally infect humans too, so if you are ever dealing with a draining abscess, gloves are not optional. So how do you actually catch either of these diseases before they spread through your herd? The answer is blood testing, specifically a test called ELISA, which stands for Enzyme-Linked Immunosorbent Assay. Instead of looking for the virus or bacteria directly, ELISA looks for antibodies in the blood, which are proteins your goat's immune system produces to fight off infection. If the test finds antibodies, that means the goat has been exposed to the pathogen at some point. For CAE specifically, there is also a second test called AGID. A GID tends to be more specific but less sensitive than ELISA, meaning it is better at avoiding false positives, but might miss some true infections that ELISA would catch. This brings us to the part most backyard owners get wrong. No test is perfect. False positives and false negatives happen with both CAE and CL testing. If your goat tests positive, do not panic and do not assume the test is wrong either. The smart move is to retest to confirm the result. If your goat tests negative, that is also not a complete guarantee, especially in young kids. Kids under about 90 days old can test positive simply because they received antibodies from their mother's colostrum, not because they are actually infected. So testing very young kids too early can give you a misleading result. It usually takes several weeks after actual infection before a goat's body produces enough antibodies to show up clearly on a test. Here is the real reason this matters for you as a backyard owner. Every single goat you bring onto your property should be tested before it ever touches your existing herd. This applies even if the seller tells you their herd is clean. A lot of small backyard breeders have never tested their goats at all, which means they genuinely do not know their status. And since a goat can carry both of these diseases without a single visible symptom, a completely healthy-looking goat can still bring CAE or CL straight into your barn. If you already have a herd and have never tested, this is worth doing even if every goat looks perfectly fine. Testing gives you actual information instead of guessing. If you get a positive result, you're not necessarily looking at a disaster. Many herds successfully manage CAE and CL by separating positive and negative animals, changing milking and feeding practices, and being careful about which goats breed together. What you cannot manage is a problem you do not know exists. One more thing worth knowing, there is a vaccine available for CL in sheep and goats. But here's the catch, vaccinated goats will test positive on standard antibody tests, the same way an infected goat would. That means if you plan to vaccinate, you need to test your herd first and separate positive and negative goats before vaccinating. Otherwise, you lose the ability to tell the difference between a vaccinated goat and an actually infected one. So if you are buying your first goats, or even adding to a herd you have had for years, testing for CAE and CL is not something you skip. It is not expensive, it is not complicated, and it is the single best way to protect the animals you already have. A goat that looks healthy today can still be carrying something that spreads through your entire herd over the next 2 years without you noticing. The only way to actually know is to test. If this helped you understand what to look for before your next goat purchase, let me know in the comments what you are currently raising and subscribe for more real, practical backyard farming information every day.